what they say, ask and you shall receive. Fifth quarter here. I know y'all, I said I was gonna put it in earlier. So got a couple of minutes to spare to get this in there and let y'all continue on throughout the week so y'all can make it do what it do on y'all end. But before we get into the recap and this week's predictions, let's get into opening rant. And I might have spoke about confidence and things like that before, but I mean, I don't think you guys really understand how deep words can be, a frame of mind can be. All you got to do is to know that you can do something and believe it. That's half the battle. Murray, quiet. That's half the battle. Different words and different things is real serious. Like that's I spoke about it before several times, but like I said, Murray, be quiet, man. I spoke about things like that before, but I don't think you guys understand how deep it is, because confidence is everything, man. And it's the words that you tell yourself. If you come into a game, or if you even if you put it out in the air and you say something like, yo, I can't be him. You know what? You're not. You understand? It's that simple. And if you don't if you don't believe what I'm saying, let me just give you a quick example. And everybody, we all men, so everybody know this is true. Words can get you aroused. So you got to understand, if words that a female can say to get you aroused, she ain't got to do nothing. She could just say certain things that stimulates the mind, right? So that just goes to show you if words is powerful. So if words can stimulate you, if words can get you aroused, and I'm telling you these words mean something, then trust me when I tell you, confidence and the things that you say and how you feel, that holds weight. That holds a lot of weight. Trust me when I tell you, I can't stress this enough. And the only reason why I'm touching on this again, because different conversations that I be having with guys in DMs. You know what I mean? I get different guys that say things like, yo, I can't beat this dude, blah blah blah. Yo, man, don't never say you can't. You understand what I'm saying? Don't never say you can't do anything. The minute you say that, you pretty much lost. You lost. Once you show up, you lost. If you don't show up, you lost. You lost when you say you can't. I'm telling you, words is powerful. And like I said, if you don't believe what I'm telling you, just look at words that can get you aroused. Words that, as a man, words that can make your soldier stand at attention. You understand? These are just words. So I'm telling you, words is powerful, man. So be careful how y'all say things, and be careful how you come into certain matchups, because I'm telling you, man, you got to come into that matchup with the intensity of, yo, man, we could do this. You understand what I'm saying? We could do this. And then you go from there, once you feel like that. But if you come into a matchup feeling like you can't, or you doubting yourself, you will lose. You will lose pretty much all the time. That's just how it go. You understand what I'm saying? Just think about what I'm telling you. Like, there's things that people could tell you, right? That'll give you confidence. Like you could run across a female, she'd be like, "Oh, you look good." That's gonna make you stand up straight. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna be hyped. So that's what I'm saying. That's just words. She didn't do nothing. She just said it. So I'm just trying to explain to y'all the power of words. Like I said, words can get you aroused. A female can tell you something. A female can speak words to you over the phone and get you aroused, and your mind is now in a trance where it's like, yo, you really getting aroused, and she ain't even there to touch you in the physical form. So I'm telling you, that same thing applies whenever you competing. If you coming to compete against anybody, I don't care if y'all shooting paper balls in the garbage can. Like, anything is competitive. If somebody can say, yo, I bet you I could shoot 10 paper balls in the garbage can straight, and he challenge you, yo, guess what? Challenge is on. But if you start feeling like, man, I don't know, I ain't, might be too far, or the paper ball might be too little. Nah, once you start doubting yourself and saying little things like that, you already lost. That's just how it goes. So remember, man, always come into the game with confidence. Always feel like you can do something. Now, if you don't pull it out, so what? Like I say, there's always something to take away from a game, whether you win or lose. There's always something to take away from a game. you know. And I'm gonna speak on one of the things that I seen that happened this week that we just advanced. I'm gonna tell you what I saw in that game, and I'm gonna break it down a little more what I'm saying when I say things like that. But anyway, that was the opening rant. Let's get into it. Yeah, we got the new thing, opening rant going down. Y'all already know we always trying to add something to the fifth quarter. So we always gonna have opening rant before we get into predictions and recap or whatever. Just a little more sauce to throw on there. You know what I mean? When you cooking and you got different ingredients in the pot, it never hurt to throw something else in there. A little splash of this, a little splash of that. So we always gonna have the opening rant going down. Bottom line, you know, an opening rant today again was about confidence and watch what you say and watch how you use these words, because words is powerful. You already can put your mind in a certain frame of mind if you say or believe certain things. So just come out, you know, swing for the fence and let the chips fall where they may. But yeah, this game was a forced win for Money Mascot. I think Buffalo threw in the towel a long time ago. So you know, it's crazy because he's gonna have the top 5 pick again, and all his top 5 picks that he had, none of his picks were home runs. So that's what I mean when I say you can't be bad on the field and bad off the field. Two deadly combinations, and Buffalo will have a top 5 pick again. Spaz win against the Jags. This is a good win. This is a good win for the Steelers. He needed this one. He's in the dogfight for that wild card. You know, it's basically 2 wild card spots left because the Bengals and Ravens are top. Well, not even. They got the same record, but the Ravens already beat the Bengals twice. So I'm gonna say division will go to the Ravens if it remains this way. But as of right now, the division's still up for grabs. You know, we in week 15, so you still got week 15, 16, and 17 left. Anything can happen. But between them two, one of them wild card spots is gone. So it's basically 2 left. Still is fighting for one of those. He had to get this big win against the Jags, and I don't think the Jags got that division locked up. I think he's in the dogfight over there for that division as well. So that's a big loss for him. We went against the Bucks. When we had Bucks go against the Bears, I took the Bears to win this one. I was wrong. Naruto been playing good all season, but you know, sneaky Ib Hove, you know, he's known for pulling out wins when you think he won't. And he got a big win right here. But you know, Bears still looking good in that division. He's still looking good. He ain't got too much to worry about. Especially with DK. DK been I think he been MIA lately, so or he just been busy. Pretty sure he just been busy, you know what I mean, because that's not like DK just to not play. So if he haven't been playing, you know, he's been caught up. But Bears still looking good in that division, but that division is still tight. I mean, by any means, Bears gonna have to lock in, and he gonna have to bounce back next week to pull off that win. Then we had Seahawks and Ravens. Now, this is the game I was talking about when I said I'm going to explain something to you, when I said you could take something out of every game. Now, let me just tell you this. The Seahawks won this game, right? 42-35. Good win. Good season-saving win for the Seahawks, because that NFC race is so tight that they all tight in that NFC West for one, but I don't think all of them gonna make the playoffs. Somebody gonna be out, you know what I'm saying? Because the race is so tight, and it's so tight that, you know, whoever's in first in that division right now can lose a game, and the rest of the other 2 guys in the division can win, and the person that's in first now can miss the playoffs. So you can go from leading the division to missing the playoffs totally. So this is pretty tight. But this is what I'm saying. Now look, Seahawks won the game, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm the Ravens, I feel better about this loss than the Seattle does about this win. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Again, if I'm Seattle, wonderful win. Not taking that from him. First of all, he snapped a personal losing streak against Bat, right? That's number 1. Number 2, he needed the win badly because, like I said, this race is tight, and you know, if everybody was betting money on this game, majority of the bets would have went to the Ravens, right? Nothing wrong with that. So again, Seahawks won a great game, but if I'm the Ravens, I'm more happy about this game than Seattle. You know why? Ravens had 5 turnovers and lost by 7 points. You see somebody, now y'all see me do predictions all the time. Most of the time, when you see somebody have 5 turnovers or more, or especially if the opponent don't have none, it is always, and I mean always, pretty much a blowout. The fact that Ravens only lost by 7 points and had 5 turnovers, hey, I take that. He still had a chance to win this game after having 5 turnovers. So if I'm the Ravens, I'm telling myself, if we turn the ball over twice, we win the game. You understand what I'm saying? 5 turnovers, 9 to 10 times, you are getting smoked. Trust me, I do predictions. I know it. Whenever I see crazy, I see it. Whenever I see crazy scores, I always be like, well, I'm guessing this guy almost had double-digit turnovers, and it never fails. 5, 6, 7 turnovers. They lose by 30 points, 28 points. It happens all the time, man. This is very rare. You see somebody have 5 turnovers and lose by 7 points. So again, I'm feeling better about this loss than I am about the win. Because if I'm Seattle, and I don't know if Seattle realized that until just now, but if I'm Seattle and I see that, yo, we caused 5 turnovers and he still had a chance to win this game, man, we got some work to do. Basically, we got work to do. You know, that's what that boils down to. So I mean, it's the Ravens. Their 10-game win streak got snapped. You know, it happens. You know, but hey, man, if I'm the Ravens, you know, I'm not even sweating that game. You know, it happened. It's time to just move on. But that's pretty impressive to have all them turnovers and only lose by 7 points. He still had a chance to win that game, and that only thing that hurt more than winning by 7 after causing 5 turnovers is actually losing to somebody after you caused 5 turnovers. So. Great performance by Baltimore, but again, great win by Seattle. Lamborghini Marzelli, you got the force. I seen Chiefs tag you many times. You went MIA. I don't know what happened. You ain't reach out and say nothing. So, you know, and you was in a playoff race too. So you just watching your playoff hopes dwindle down the drain. Big Train got the force over the Packers, so that helps the Bears out. Nav got the force over CPU. We had a tough game against the 49ers. We needed this game badly. Like I said, I need this game more than him. But in all honesty, we needed the game the same way. Because like I said, that NFC West is like the 49ers had a 1-game lead over Seattle and Cardinals, right? And I told you that you could go from leading the division to not making the playoffs. So the 49ers needed that game badly too, and I did as well. So that was a big game for both of us. Fortunately, we was able to come out. We needed this one on the road. Defense showed out. We got the win, but you know, no need to have a parade. You know what I'm saying? The season ain't over. We got to come into week 15 and get ready for our next opponent. Bottom line. Next, we had Cards against Rams. Like I said, Rams is going to continue to take his lumps, his bruises. But you know what's part of the process, Rams. When you turn that corner and you start competing, I'm going to remind you of these type of games that you played, just so you can know how far you came. And again, I respect it because you have yet to quit that I know of. You know, I don't think I ever heard about you quitting or conceding. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you did, and maybe somebody just didn't make nothing out of it. I don't know. But as far as to my knowledge, you batting 1,000 with playing the game out. You know what I'm saying? You have yet to come up short. And like I said, there has been guys that played much longer than you that throws in the towel. So, you know, you're going to get better by default, bro. Just hang in there. Next, we got Bengals and Patriots. Murph against E-Ball. This is a big loss for E-Ball. E-Ball had one of the wild card spots. He's now currently out the playoffs with this loss because of the Browns won as well. So that's a good win for the Bengals, and the Ravens lost. So now that definitely they got them with the same record, but Ravens holds the tiebreaker over the Bengals. But if I'm the Bengals, who cares about that? Ravens still got a couple of tough games left on the schedule. So Bengals still got a chance to win this division. After all that hard work Ravens been doing, 10-game win streak, they now sit here with the same record. But again, Ravens hold the tiebreaker over the Bengals. Next, we had Black Star, upset alert. Black Star went against Playmaker, the Chargers. Now, I always talk about Black Star, and I'd say Black Star is better than what he's shown. Black Star is somebody that's been in the league with us for a couple of Maddens now, and he can play. You understand what I'm saying? I don't just say that because I'm trying to give him confidence to, you know what I'm saying, this and that. It ain't about that. Yeah, I do say things like that to certain people to try to big them up and give them confidence, but that ain't the case here. Black Star can play, you know what I mean? This is a good win here. Now, maybe playmaker came into this game feeling like all he had to do is show up and he gonna get the win. Who knows? But Minnesota could play, man. I'm telling you, Black Star, I got history with him, man. He know how to play. You understand? But trust me, by all means, he's not somebody that you gonna come in here and just feel like you could just start practicing everything that you went over in your head, opposed to using, your plays. I mean, he haven't been showing it, but a win like this goes to show you, like, yo, he can play. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I think he's too far out of the playoff race. But if I'm Black Star or anybody that's out of the playoff race right now, I always tell y'all, if you out of the playoff race, so what? You know there's gonna be another season. Continue to play and find something going into next season. You understand? Like I keep saying, it's not always about making the playoffs. It's not always about wins and losses. It's about trying to find something that works. So even if you're eliminated for playoffs right now, it would be in your best interest to continue. It would be in your best interest. Quiet, Luke, quiet. It'll be in your best interest to try to find something and move on to next season. Why wait till next season to come out? Nah, start now. If you know what I mean? Like, honestly, if you're out of the playoffs now, why not your last 3 games? Why not just try 3 new playbooks and see which one sticks? You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, man, it's just food for thought. But good upset win for the Vikings. Next, we had P.E. Earl win against Giants. Big Rico, boy, Big Rico. I'm pretty sure he's sick of this division. He's just been getting hammered by this division left and right every season. But listen, man, you can only get better. You can't get worse, right? I mean, that would be my thing. You can't get worse by being in a division with good players. You have no choice but to get better, because you playing against some of the top guys in the league. You have to get better, I would think, But good win. Dallas made sure there was no upset going down this week. He caught the win. Next up, we had Trey Dog win against Texans. Now let me just see something here. I remember I took 3 all right, wait a minute. I took 3 upset picks this week. I know I was wrong because I took the Texans. But my upset picks were Texans. I think it wasn't him. It was Texans. Oh, they ain't even get to play. It was Big Train, I think. Yeah, they ain't get to play. And I took the Seahawks over the Ravens. So I was right with the Seahawks. Falcons didn't get to play. And then I did the Colts and Titans if they didn't play, but they didn't play neither. And then my other upset pick was the Texans. Now, the Texans didn't win, but he sure came close. I told you. Regardless of what major factor record is, he going to play. He going to play hard, man. So, Saints squeaked by. And he got the win. That was more important. He got the win. And he had to earn that one, and he pulled it out. Next was Jets win against Broncos. Born Ready win against TNT Parking. Born Ready got the win 40-13. He's been playing great ball all season. That win pushed him to a 10-game win streak now. So he's been balling, man. Like I said, I'm really gonna wait to see what's going on with him come playoff time. That's gonna tell it all. You know what I'm saying? Because remember when I did the mid-season report, I had the Jets down as a pretender and not a contender, just because I've seen the Jets for the last couple of seasons with great records, and I haven't even seen them. I don't even know if they made the AFC Championship. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that. But again, whether I'm wrong or right, we're gonna see. They got a shot to prove me wrong right here. You know what I'm saying? But I really see what's going on with the Jets and come playoff time. But nevertheless, he on top. He doing his thing, running away to the division. One of the top teams in the league right now. He's the top team in the AFC. He's number 1 seed. So that's one less game he got to play in the playoffs, as in right now. Then we had Panthers win against Detroit. Dre win against Jersey Floyd. Jersey Floyd know how to play. I was in another league with him. He came over here. I'm happy to see him come over. He can play. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make too much out of this. Well, for the Panthers, it's business as usual. You don't let up because somebody got Detroit and all of this. So Panthers handle his business. But I'm not gonna bash Detroit because listen, he taking over a Detroit team out of the blue. You know what I mean? He got different guys that I gave him some upgrades, so he put him on different guys who definitely got some work to do. So give him some time. Give him some time. But I'm telling you, Detroit is a baller. He know how to play, and he won't be losing too many times like this. Trust me when I tell you. But that was the recap. Now let's get into the predictions. We got Detroit going against Chiefs. If this game get played, I'll go with Detroit. Both of these teams are out. They both just took over these teams actually last week too. So they both new users. They both taking over new teams. And I don't even know if this will get played, but if it get played, I'll go Lions in this one, 31-14. Next we got Colts and Jags. Hold on, let's see something real quick here. Let me see what's going on with these divisions, because I think that Colts and Jags game is pretty big, if I'm not mistaken. But we about to find out right now. Over here in AFC North, just like I told you, both of them is tied, but Ravens has the tiebreaker over the Bengals. He swept them in the regular season, so Bengals got some work to do as far as he got to handle his business, and he need to see the Ravens trip up again against somebody else. I'm 7-5-1. I got one of the wild card spots. Steelers right there. So we're gonna see how this thing shake out. But like I said, Bengals or Ravens, one of them wild cards already spot. One of them spots is already gone. So technically there's only two left. And there's a couple of guys fighting for it. Jags, all right. Colts is 4-9. Colts is done. Major factors 4-8-1, but he's still not out of it, man. If you notice, the Jags do not have no Y or anything next to his name yet, meaning he won the division. He's playing the Colts this week. This is a big game for the Jags, man. And he win this game. If I'm him, I'm wrapping up this division quick as possible, and I'm probably going to bench my players just because, we don't want to come in. They have been playing consistent ball all year, and the last thing you want to do is limp into the playoffs. So the faster they can win that division, the better off for them. AFC East, number 1 seed right now is the Jets. Patriots took that big loss to the Bengals. He's 7-6. He's on the outside looking in at the moment. Then you got well, actually, I don't even know if you're on the outside looking. I gotta look and see. I'm gonna look at the playoff picture. Major factor, playmaker, 10-3. Broncos 8-5. He's 2 games out of there from the Chargers, but I know the Chargers more than likely will win that division. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Chargers just got upset by the Vikings, so it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But Broncos still got a shot to win that division. NFC North. Well, Black Star, you are 6-7. Bears dropped his last 2. You one game away from being 500, and you're about 2 games out of first. Vikings, you are in this race. Your season is not over. DK, he have been playing his last couple of games, so you're gonna lap him, I'm pretty sure. So Vikings gotta handle your business. Now the question is, do you play the Bears again? I think you do, which is big time for you. NFC South, Panthers got a big time win over the Saints, so he wrapped up this division. But the Saints will make the playoffs, I believe, in one of them wild card spots, unless he just collapsed his last couple of games. Dallas, Washington, both tied. Well, Dallas played his game already for this week, I think. That's why he's 10-4. And Money Mascot right there behind him, 9-4. Norm 7-6. He got a big game. I forgot who he played. I think he played the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he played the Jets. He got a big game. He's fighting for a wild card. In the NFC West, you see what I mean? Look, I'm gonna tell you now. When I go look at the playoff picture, if it started today, as of right now, it look like they got Seattle out. I think they got Seattle out. Well, 49ers didn't play his game yet. 49ers didn't play his game yet, so we'll see. But this division is tight, man. This division is real tight. That loss the 49ers took last week knocked him back in the division he was in first. This division, I believe, gonna come down to the final week of the season. Let me just go look at this playoff picture real quick before I even do the predictions. I just want to see something who they got out right now. Oh yeah, right. As in right now, the Seahawks is out. 49ers got the number 7 spot, and Cardinals is the division winner over there. As in right now, the Jets is out, right? Yeah, the Jets is out. Yeah, I got the number 7 spot. Denver got the number 6 spot. Those are the 2 wild cards. Bengals, like I said, Ravens got the tiebreaker over him. So if that don't change, Bengals will have number 5 spot. If it does changes, then these numbers get moved around. But as in right now, if it ended today, it'd be Browns against Ravens, Chargers and Broncos, and Jags against Bengals. But we'll see what happens. We're gonna see how this thing play out. Now let's get into predictions. Jags and Colts. Incentives. I already told you, if you're eliminated and you playing against somebody that got a chance to make the playoffs, fighting to get in, fighting to win the division, the Jags is not in by any means. He still got to win. He got to win some games because, like I said, he don't have nothing left to his name yet. So, Coach Scott, you have a reason to play. Now, understand this: certain incentive games gonna be bigger than others because this is week 15. So this is not the typical if Jags lose, he's eliminated. That's the ultimate incentive. If it's week 16 or week 17, or especially week 17, if you play somebody week 17 and that team, if they lose, they're out of the playoffs and you eliminated them, that's when you get top-notch incentives. But this is a incentive game too because Jags is fighting to try to win this division. So Scott, you got something coming to you. You win this game. Next, this game was played earlier. We had Dre win against the Saints, and this is big time for Panthers, man. This is big time for that confidence because I ain't gonna lie, over the past couple of seasons, Saints dominated this head-to-head matchup. Panthers finally got some revenge, not only beating them this time, but he beat them early in the year, so he swept them for the season. So this is a good win for the Panthers. He got this division wrapped out, and he got this division wrapped up. So good win for the Panthers. Saints will be a wild card team now, unless he collapses and just folds. But big win for the Panthers, man. It's always good to handle your business when you ain't got to worry about nothing else. Because if he'd have lost this game, it would have made things that more interesting. Myself against Buffalo. I don't know, Buffalo. Like I said, I think Buffalo threw in the towel a couple of weeks ago. I haven't heard from anything, so we move right along. I'm more likely to be a forced win. Next we got Giants and Vikings. Big Rico, Black Star. Now, see, Black Star, you put up an upset win last week against the Chargers. That means nothing if you lose this game against Big Rico, because let me tell you how this thing go. When you look at NFL schedules, right, in real life or whatever, even on here, if you look at schedules and you be like, all right, we should win this, we should win that, and then you put games question mark, or you look at yourself as, all right, this possible loss for us. If anybody looked at your game against Playmaker, basically everybody would have had Playmaker for the win, right? But you won. Which means that loss that people or whoever would have had you written off for, that's an extra win that people didn't have you having. And against Big Rico, let's say people have you winning and you win. That loss against Playmaker is that much bigger. But if you lose to Rico, that win against Playmaker now no longer means anything, because you still split. It's just opposite. You understand what I'm saying? So in other words, you was the underdog against Playmaker. People had you losing, and if you lost, all right, cool, you got the loss. Coming into the Giants, people had you as a favorite to win, and you won. So the only thing you did was, all right, them 2 games right there, people had you to win 1. They expect you to go 1-1, basically. But if you beat Big Rico, you went 2-0 instead of 1-1. You follow me? So that's an extra win you got. But if you lose this game, it might as well say you lost to Playmaker anyway, because it's not going to mean nothing. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's going to be worse for you because this is going to be a conference loss. You understand? See, conference losses and division losses is bigger. Division losses means more, obviously, than his conference record. AFC records don't mean anything against the NFC team. You understand what I'm saying? Because basically, conference record, now, let's say you and Big Rico, let's say y'all didn't play each other, right? But y'all both are NFC. Guess what? If y'all both have the same record, you can't go by division because you're not in the same division. And if y'all didn't play each other in the season, you can't go by tiebreaker because y'all didn't play each other. So the tiebreaker comes down to what? Your conference record. So NFC games mean something. I mean, I don't know if y'all realize that. You know, if you're going to lose, you're better off losing to the opposite conference, the other conference. So, Black Star, you need this game, bro. You need this game badly because you're only 2 games out from the Bears. And I got to see who the Bears play this week. And I think you play the Bears again. So, you got to take care and handle your business this week. I'm taking Black Star because I believe that because he be playmaker, he's going to come into this game with a lot of confidence. And I think he'll get the job done. I'm going to go Vikings 27, Giants 20. Next, we got Bucks and Packers. DK been MIA, so, you know, look like Abe Hope will get the force in that one. Next, Big Train, Falcons going against Major, Houston Texans. Like I say, man, Major had an off-down season, but he's still going to play hard. Defense, his defense going to show up. He's one of the, as you remember when I did the mid-season report, he's top 6 team in the league in defense, so defense going to come to play. Falcons going to have a battle in their hand. I'm going to take the Texans in this one, man. I think it won't be too many points scored, but I think the Texans D will put a stop to the Falcons. Give me Texans 20, Falcons 10. Next, we got Abercrombie and Jets. Well, I'll tell you like this. If the Eagles lose, his playoffs is done. If he loses, the playoffs is done. He needs this game badly. And it's kind of crazy that he in this position because he started off 5-0, you know, and then he just hit the wall. You know what I'm saying? He hit a wall. And, you know, but hey, the beautiful thing is, regardless of what, you still got a shot. You just got to handle your business 1 quarter at a time. You know, you playing against the number 1 seed in the league right now, let alone the AFC, but this is number 1 seed in the league right now. So Eagles got a tough game, but hey man, if he play smart ball, don't turn the ball over, he'll have a chance. But I'm gonna go with the number 1 seed in this one. 33-23. Next, we got Ravens and 49ers. Big game for both users, especially because the Ravens lost last week. This game would be more important for the 49ers than Ravens. Well, it still is important for the 49ers, but let me just say that. Why? Because the 49ers right now is the number 7 seed. If he lose and the Seahawks win, he is now out of the playoff race. If the Ravens lose, worst case scenario, Bengals just on top of his division. Ravens in the playoffs already. So this game doesn't mean more to the 49ers than this game doesn't mean more to the 49ers than the Ravens. 49ers need this game. Now I'm gonna tell you, these two know each other. We all been in another league together. These guys got history. Like, they got years of knowing each other. So this game gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give the edge to Bap though, because Crockpot just took over this team, and you know, right now he just putting band-aids and you know, different things on cuts, you know, just to try to stop whatever wounds this team had before he took them over. But like I said, he been playing great ball with them, man. I had to give him props for that alone. For him to be where he at, that says a lot about his game. And I respect this game, and I respect the Ravens game too. But just because the Ravens been building this team from day one, and you know, he know that he's definitely trying to get that number 1 seed locked up. And right now, if this playoff started today, the Rays will be playing yours truly, Cleveland Browns. And me and him got a little personal rivalry going on that we've been getting the best of him on lately. So I don't think the Ravens really want to play the Browns in the first round of the playoffs. I mean, if he have to, he gonna be ready. But trust me, if he had his way, he would not play me in the first round. So I know the Ravens definitely want to get back to his winning ways. And handle his business. I'm gonna go Ravens this week though. I'm gonna take Ravens 35, 49ers 21, 35-21 Ravens. Next we got Lamborghini Marzelli going against Captain Clutch. I don't know if this game will get played between these two. Doesn't even really matter at this point though. Raiders had a shot, but he let it slip away. Next, this game was played. I didn't even know these guys played. Y'all been getting little games on the low, huh? Okay, I missed out on that. P.E. Earl went against the Cards. Big time win for the Cards, man. I would have took. Did I do predictions? I don't even know if I did predictions last week because I would have spoken. No, I don't know. I think I did, but I guess I don't know. I don't know because what I'm saying is that like I didn't even realize these two play each other. But anyway, it's a big time win for the Cards, man. I know the 49ers and Seahawks had their Cowboys pom-poms in their hand in this game. Cowboys let them down, man. He didn't get it done. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised at the score, not necessarily the outcome, because Carlisle's a good player. So it ain't like I'm shocked that he won. But I would have took the Cowboys to win this because Cardinals been having a little shaky season, and Dallas, I just would have had them pegged as winning this, but they didn't get it done, man. So Cards got a big time win. They needed this. Third World said he swept the Cards. I gotta go look at that, because if he swept the Cards, then why is the Cards in first place and they all have the same division? I mean, the same record. I don't understand that part. I gotta look at that and see what that's about. Because if that's the case, they're Madden on their BS for real. But good win for the Cards, man. Dallas is in the dogfight with Washington in that division, man. So this is close. This is gonna be tight in a couple of divisions. That NFC West coming down to the end, NFC East coming down to the end, AFC North coming down to the end. So it's some dog races going on over here in these divisions, man. Third World went against the Rams. Third World took care of his business, 63-3, and all he could do is handle what's in front of him at the moment. So that's a good win for the Seahawks. It's the Force. Next we got Bears, Naruto going against TNT Parking. It's a big game for the Bears, man. I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't gonna be easy going against TNT. This ain't gonna be easy at all. So he's gonna have to handle his business. TNT Parking is not gonna lay down. This game has possible upset written on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's possible upset written all over this game. I'm gonna take the Bears, but trust me, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos pull this out. But I'm gonna take the Bears though, and I'm gonna take Bears in this one. I'm gonna go 27. Nah, I'm gonna go 31-24. 31-24 Bears over the Broncos. Next up, we got Patriots and Washington. Man, tough game for E-Ball, especially when he just lost last week and he's currently out of the playoff race right now. Doesn't get any easier. But you know what, man? Sometimes you just got to answer the bell. And that's what the Patriots got to do right now. And Washington, he's right there tied. He win this game, he's tied for that division with Dallas. So this is a big game for him as well. I'm going Washington, man. I think Washington pulls this out. I think the Patriots, I think they're going to lose this game. I think they're in serious trouble on missing the playoffs as well after this loss. Give me Washington this week, 32-20. 32-20, Washington over the Pats. And to close out the week, we got Steelers and Bengals, another big game. Tell you, we got some big games lined up this week. Steelers is one game out behind me for that final playoff spot. If he loses this game and I win this game, he's 2 games out for me for the final playoff spot. So this is a big game right here. This game could definitely decide the Steelers' future. And we got to play one more time too. See, that's the thing. Steelers play Browns. Steelers need this game bad because he plays the Browns. He plays the Browns again. He plays me one more time and he beat me the first time. So, but if he loses this game, he goes 2 games out, especially if I win this week. He will definitely need me to lose next week, and he would have to win next week, and then he would need to beat me you know, the cards are stacked against Steelers right now, but it can be done. You know, first and foremost, before he think about anybody else, he got to just think about what's in front of him, and that's the Bengals. Bengals, they've been playing great ball. Yeah, they got 2 losses on the year. This the second time they played. Bengals won the first one, but I think it's gonna be a pretty tough game. But I'm going with the Bengals this one, and a score of I'll go 33 to 23. I'll go 33-23. Bengals over the Steelers. And before I even wrap this up, let me just look at something. Let me see. Where's the cards? All right, cards played. Let's see. I want to see because Third World City. So he lost to the Seahawks, right? And then then he lost to the Seahawks. Wow. So yeah, I really don't know how I don't know how he's in the race over I don't know how he's in over Seattle. That's kind of crazy. They got Arizona leading the division right now. Yeah, that's bugged out. That's bugged out. I don't know why that's like that. I don't know what that's about. Unless they get it right come playoff time, but who knows? But that's terrible. For the Seahawks definitely should be in the playoff right now. I'm trying to see why that's even the case. They both played their games this week, so what is that about? I'm at a loss for words right now. I don't even have a clue on why that is. Yeah, that's wild. They're both 9-5, and they got Cardinals over the Seahawks. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, Third World. I'm at a loss for words, bro. Only thing I can say, if it finish out like this, hopefully they'll get it right. But this is definitely wrong. I don't know why this is like this. You know, maybe there's something else that we don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. Can't call it at all. But yeah, so that's the predictions. That's the recap. Advances tomorrow. Yeah, advances tomorrow. So, 2 more weeks left after this, and then it's go time. But I'll highlight y'all on next fifth quarter. Till then, I'm Ghost.